The rain in Spain is mainly in the...
Step by step through the sun and rain, over mountains, across the plains. WCBH is on the go. Join us as we walk the Camino.
Good morning, day 22. Our longest distance so far today, 25 kilometres. We're heading from Castrojeriz to Fromista. We're just leaving Castrojeriz this morning, a little after 8 a.m. We've made good time this morning. Haven't had a coffee yet though. We're walking along a flat sandy path, and in about a kilometre's time, we start to climb up. Is that a hill or is that a mountain? It's an alto. Okay, well, if that's the path that we're going up, stay tuned for further details because this is going to be difficult. So we've made it to the top of this thing. Now, in the debate about whether it's a hill or a mountain, I looked it up online for a definition or the defining factors between a hill and a mountain. And the internet's not 100%. It says that each countries have their own interpretation, but generally speaking, a mountain is taller, a mountain is more peaked, and a hill is more rounded and lower. So that lines up with my thinking. It does say that a mountain is harder to climb than a hill, and despite all the huffing and puffing to get up this thing, I would agree that it is a hill, not a mountain. But we're at the top, and rather than the path slowly snaking its way around the hill to get to the top, there was minimal snaking. It was pretty much straight up, so a very steep incline, but just what an amazing panoramic view from the top. Looking straight out, we can see the village that we stayed in last night, a corresponding hill behind it with the castle ruins on top, and just this beautiful valley of rich farmland, just green pastures, just patches of green, all running in different directions. As far as the eye can see, over to the next line of hills, plateaus in the background, and sitting on top of them, a collection of windmills, and they are absolutely still today. Just a few slowly turning, but the majority of them are stationary. We can also see from yesterday the last two towns that we walked through yesterday as well. So this is one of those beautiful views. Beautiful. If I was a decent painter, maybe Bob Ross could do a painting here. Well, what goes up must come down. We're just learning that lesson in a very short period of time, just after climbing that hill. The plateau on top, the width of it, not the length, but the width of it, must have been less than 500 metres, and now we are descending on the other side. Interesting that the path decided to take us up and over and down rather than around, because it really wouldn't have been a huge diversion, only a couple extra kilometres to go around the thing, but what it would have robbed us of is those beautiful panoramic views and the sense of achievement after climbing that hill. All right, we are on our final rest break before we walk another 5 kilometres to Fromista. And what I would like to know, it's been a good day. We've made some really good ground. It's been a very hot, dry day through the Meseta, getting a real sense of what that's like. And it's March, so it's still cool in our terms, but you can see people from other parts of the world that are really struggling with the heat and the so-called humidity. But what I'd like to know is, we're a bit hungry this afternoon. What food are you dreaming of at the moment?
Anything with chili, garlic, ginger. I'm dreaming of noodle soups, Thai curries, anything full of flavour.
Once we finish the Camino and head back, we do have some time in Singapore, so I imagine you've got a list already worked out of the things that you want to eat when we get there?
Most definitely. Top of the list is noodle soup.
Tan, anything that you wish we could be eating right now as we sit here under this tree on the side of the road?
Definitely. Fruit like apple, pear, mango, watermelon, and that's it.
I noticed you chose all healthy foods there. Is that because this is for the podcast? Is there anything else you'd like to eat right about now?
And sugary stuff
Like?
like chocolate
Sounds pretty good.
or a cupcake.
A cupcake. Big cup of tea with some biscuits would be nice right about now. So 5 kilometres to get to Fromista, and hopefully we can find all those things on the menu in Fromista, but I highly doubt it. Probably the likelihood for dinner is probably firming around baguette, possibly egg, crocodilla, tortilla, or what we had last night. We just went to the local supermercado and stocked up on a few things. And I think, what did we have, Shan? We had some yogurt and some oats.
Like a drink.
We're on our last little stretch into our destination town, Fromista, and this has caught me a little bit by surprise, is that there is a canal that we've been walking alongside for the last couple of kilometres. If you've ever seen that Rick Stein food travel show documentary where he travels through France on a boat up and down the canals, it kind of reminds me a little bit like that. Must be about 15 metres wide, moving at a slow pace. Wonder how far it goes. Maybe it links a lot of this region together to move the crops around. But yes, less than 2 kilometres until we get to Fromista. Has been a good day. That first experience of really a hot day on the Meseta. But we'd much rather be walking in this weather than something that would be cold and wet. And given that we're from the top end, we've had no issues with the heat.
The rain in Spain is mainly in the
Step by step through the sun and rain, over mountains, across the plains. WCBH is on the go. Join us as we walk the Camino.